skating as an activity sucks.
The ice skating in the Lloyd Center looks terrible.
I mean, you just skate around in a fucking
What makes it
circle.
worse than regular ice skating for you?
There's like a stadium style viewing balcony, and people are just staring at. It's a bunch of creepy
Let's
dudes.
talk about this on air. This might be just a cold open.
We're already
we're
recording.
good.
I
Yeah.
guess
Okay.
this is the cold open.
We
that
should
there are
introduce the
creepy
show. This
dudes.
is Size 10. I'm Nick. This is Bjorn.
What's up?
We're talking about ice skating.
We're talking about how I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
The mall in Portland.
Yeah, Lloyd Center.
The Lloyd Center. That's like slowly just
Oh,
dying.
it is.
It's decaying.
nearly obsolete already.
It's like a person that
it's
never
like-
goes to the dentist for
It's
20
like
years.
40% occupancy. I was literally there on Saturday to go ice skating. Joanna wanted to go ice skating, and
Sick.
it was kind of fun. Honestly, I don't love ice skating. I'm terrible at it, which is a big contributing factor to me not loving it.
Yeah.
It hurts. Like, you're all tense, trying not to fall and break your teeth, and my
Did you get hockey skates or figure skates?
I don't know. I got
Was
the
there a
ones that
pic-
cost
You would know.
$4 to rent.
Was it like a flat blade with like a little spiky in the
It
front?
didn't have any spikes.
or was it like curved? Because the curved ones are hockey skates.
Oh, it wasn't them.
Did they look like roller rink quad skate, like roller skates?
Yeah,
They were
like a high
gray.
top boot.
They
Gray?
were gray.
I was gonna say gray or brown is like the default rental skate. at
They
the
were
ice skating.
rental skates.
Yeah.
They literally said rental skate on them, on the tongue.
I
Just
love
so you don't
those.
steal them.
Right.
Yeah, as if I would steal those.
My skateboard knee pads say rental on them.
Because you stole them.
Because I stole them. Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, no, it was like a lot of.
I
it
got
was,
permission to
dude,
steal them.
Way more effort.
Way more
Ice
effort.
skating. I thought I would just glide gracefully around, and no. I sweat a bit, and then I was quite tense. I did not fall. I almost fell a number of times.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there were enough people there that it was like you couldn't really go that fast. And that was good because I would have hurt myself if I did.
Were you wanting to go fast? Were you just like?
I like to go fast.
Did you feel like a WRX stuck in traffic or something?
Yes, very much so. But I always feel like a WRX stuck in traffic because I'm just so far ahead of society.
I feel like a better analogy was like you felt like a 15-year-old behind the wheel of a WRX
Yeah,
in traffic because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
going
yeah.
fast, like we said, would not be good.
Oh no! If I owned a WRX at 27, I would still drive it like I was a teenager.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
No, I'm dumb.
I believe you. I totally believe you.
Yeah. No, you couldn't not hoon a WRX.
Hoon. I like that.
Yeah, that's a car
that
word.
sounds. I know that's a car thing.
That's a
What
fucking
is it?
car word.
That's
it means
something
Hoonigan.
that like the hair on the back of my neck kind of stands up a little bit because it sounds real
Yeah.
racy.
Adjacent. It does. It sounds like it's almost racist.
Sounds like if you said it with like a little more like inflection in your voice, you'd get in a fight somewhere.
No, that's like just
Hoon.
a car word.
I know.
Yeah, but
I'm not
it
a car
sounds
guy.
close to racist.
So are car guys racist?
No,
No, it just sounds close. Like Snickers.
it's like the hard J. Like if you say the word Jew the wrong way, people are gonna be like, "Whoa, man, relax." And you're like, "Whoa, hold on."
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, hoon is actually a word. That's a made-up word, but in cars it
In
means
car
Hoonigans,
culture.
right?
yeah. Hoonigan
Yeah,
is a
I've
brand.
seen this
That's
sticker.
familiar.
they're the people that sponsored Ken Block when he was driving around in a circle.
Hoon is like some hot boy shit, right?
Yeah.
Maybe no, it just means to like.
It means you watched Tokyo Drift
It-
when you were
exactly.
a kid.
It
Oh, yeah,
means
that's what
that
I mean.
you
It changed
it
your
means-
life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it means you watch those Ken Block videos.
Yeah.
Every
Okay.
year when they came out with the new Gymkhana, and you were like, "Oh, dude, fucking Gymkhana 9," and
Sorry, go ahead. Just keep going.
and you wanted
is
to watch
fun.
him drift a Subaru around a city, and you may have gotten partially erect watching him drift a Subaru.
I've done that.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty fucking hot. And so, like, if you were to get behind the wheel of a WRX, you'd be like, well, dude, Ken Block did it. Can't be that hard. Like, those would be the thoughts in my mind. And I would crash, and my insurance would
Do
go
you guys
up.
remember the original like hoons? Is that it? That sounds super racist.
That may have actually
Hoons?
been racist. No, hoon is spelled with an H, and then an
Yeah,
O, and then an O, and
H-O-O-N.
an N.
So I don't know if you guys remember these young fellas from back in the day on the internet, the icy hot stuntas. I feel like these were maybe like the proto Coon Boys.
Okay.
Could have been. Now that I believe that's called. I believe that is called cultural appropriation. I believe that's the word for that.
I think that's true. They would be saying hoon, and you're like, they'd put an A on the end of it, and you're
Yeah,
like, nope.
They would say it the wrong way.
Yeah. We'll get rid of them.
Yeah, these some young whites that have lost their way.
So we were talking about the Lloyd Banks Center, and it's been kind of like tapering off.
Yeah.
Do y'all think that has anything to do with the direct rise in all of the outlet stores that are popping up in and around the Portland metro area?
Possibly.
Are people just hunting for a bargain?
I don't know, because it's weird. When I lived in Vegas, all the malls were popping just like outlet. There was the outlets, but then there was also the malls. And the malls, the malls in Vegas are just ridiculous. There's like Gucci and Prada stores and stuff. But like, I thought malls were dying. And then the last time I went to the Mall of America when I lived in Minneapolis, that place it's crazy. If you sit, you can just feel the place moving. There's so many people.
Because of all the people roaming around.
Yeah,
I
especially right now.
I feel like the Lloyd Center is located in a bad spot.
Like it's a weird part
I
of
think
town.
for today.
It's kind of an inconvenient part of town to get to from most other parts of town.
That when they put it in, I assume it was because they could put like a massive parking lot around it.
That's fair.
And it was a destination.
Yeah.
So.
And also I think, malls, I literally just saw like an article about this today. Like malls are dying.
But doesn't...
Thank God. Well,
big time.
I love malls, but like...
They're kind of fun, but like malls like that are going out because people don't shop in person.
That's a part of it.
And
I
the
also
pandemic
think,
killed a lot of
for the last 40, 50 years. I know this happened in my hometown, and it's happening in a lot of other places. You'll have the mall, and the mall's popping. And then they'll build another mall across town.
Yeah.
And then that's the nice mall.
So no one goes to the...
And then like any stores that like want to be at the nice mall relocate. This happened in Salt Lake City when I lived there.
Because like Clackamas Mall's popping, and it's nice.
Clackamas Town Center.
Yeah, that one's nice. I like going there because it has car chargers. I just want to say about the Lloyd Center, the name the Lloyd Center sounds like a shitty pun nickname my dad would give to the mall. Like
the Lloyd Center.
I love it. I love it.
You want to go down to the Lloyd Center? The Loiter Center.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. It's not a good name for a mall.
The Loiter Center feels like something that a suburban white would say about it. Like, again, on some racist shit.
Like, because people are just hanging around there.
Yeah, they don't actually buy anything ever. They're just hanging out.
They're complaining about, like, the kids that hang out at Lids or something. And you're just like, I know exactly what you're saying. Like, relax.
Think you're slick. Yeah.
Well,
no, the Lloyd Center, though, I was there on Saturday, and it is, like... 40% occupied. There are so many empty storefronts.
But the thing is about the Lloyd Center is it's like they got like nice floors and buildings.
They do.
Like it's a nice building.
When you're in there, it's a nice fucking building.
Usually when you go to a mall that's dying like that, the floors are not nice. It's just like what era is this carpet from?
No, it's actually a very well kept empty building.
Yeah, it is. That staircase with the stairs that are like too
the
small.
Spiral staircase.
No, but they're
it's a cool spiral staircase.
It's the stairs where you're like, do I take these two at a time, or do I do one, or do I stop?
I don't know. I actually didn't hate that staircase because they were long enough that I felt like it made up for the shortness. That I was just like, okay, I can just walk up this at a fairly regular pace.
I hate it. Just kind of feels like I need a normal staircase. I don't like a little baby staircase where I feel like I'm taking 100 steps.
No, I do like where I can skip the stairs because then I feel like I'm a regular height.
Yeah, you can go 3 or 4 of these on it.
Yeah, I can just be like, this is what it must feel like to be tall.
Skipping the stairs, I've identified a couple things in my life that when it happens, I know that I'm finally old and washed. And not going up staircases 2 at a time when I'm by myself is one of those things. When I start going up like a normal person with normal sized legs, it's all over for your boy.
You're not like, how many of these can I do? So you went to the Lloyd Center,
I went
ice
to
skating.
Lloyd Center, did the ice skating thing.
Dude, invite me next time. I would have 100% gone.
No, Joanna
or was
wants
it
to
like
go
a
back.
romantic date? I want to go for my
honestly,
birthday.
what it was we needed something to do because it was raining.
Was this on
indoor.
Saturday?
This was on Saturday. Yeah.
So on Saturday, Paul and I went to the outlets in Woodburn
because you needed something to do because it was raining.
Something to do because it was raining.
Yeah, Joanna's wanted to go ice skating for a while. I was like, oh, we could do that today.
Well, here's actually
raining.
Here's actually what happened. We were gonna go golfing.
Yeah.
But it was raining so hard, you 100% needed waterproof. Like, you needed gear to go.
Yeah, like you needed a raincoat. And if you're golfing with a raincoat on, like...
I mean, I've done
you're
it.
too hardcore about
Dude, it's
golf.
so fun. It's so fun.
Is
no
it?
one's there. No one's behind you. It's raining. It's fun. Like, you can complain about getting wet, or you can just have fun and be Ernie and just jump in puddles and just whatever. You can put new clothes on. You got a whole closet full of clothes.
Fair enough. I do. I have too many clothes. Anyway.
So we went to Woodburn.
Well, that's a good case. I got too many clothes. Might as well ruin some.
Might as well ruin
Good
some.
idea.
Why not?
Okay,
dude?
So Woodburn Outlets.
Went to the Woodburn Outlets.
What did you find there?
Well, oh my God.
Just
okay.
to make this sound scripted.
Right.
It's not scripted.
What did you find that?
What
No,
did
because
you
I
find
texted
there,
you.
Bjorn?
I maybe
but you
texted.
did send me some pictures.
I went to the Nike one. We were looking for golf sneakers, and they had none. But what they did have is the Jordan 6s in the infrared green.
The ones that you bought on StockX for more than...
No, I got them I got them at...
Like at retail, but then fees.
But then with fees and everything, I did pay more. And I was super... The reason I was bummed is because that's the first pair that has been where I actually should have sized down a full or a size and a half.
Yeah, so not only did you pay like more than they're worth.
Yeah. So yeah, these ones. They're the Jordan 6s. They look like a hockey skate. Hey, call back to what we were talking about earlier. They fit like a hockey skate, but they're just huge.
Yeah,
they
you got them in
really
a 10
big.
and you said they fit like an 11.
Yeah.
They're just a
or a
giant
12,
shoe.
honestly. Like, and my foot is big. I was like, I could have gone down a whole size. They're great. I mean, they're the ones with the little like hits of green. And I honestly, I did get these just so I could do that lace swap.
Mm-hmm. I wish I would have prepared and put the photo that you sent Nick and I from the outlet. I was dying when that came in. You're like, dude, they got my shoes here, and it was just like the row of like 4 sneakers, 3 of which are like kind of like absolutely outlet shoes.
Yep.
And then yours, I was
then they're just right there. I was like, are you kidding me right now?
Were they discounted or were they still full price?
They were still full price.
And
there was a big sign you could only buy one.
Oh, okay.
So like there were people like that were like running over there and trying to buy all of them, and then seeing the signs that were all over that they're like limit 1 per customer.
Wait, is that you're not trumping this up for the show? There was people that were legitimately trying to buy like a couple.
Dude, the place looked like it was getting looted. That's how this place was. Yeah, there were so many people in this. It was making me uncomfortable because it was like everyone had masks, but it was just like.
But yeah, it's too many people in one spot.
Way too many people. The line was super long. I didn't buy anything from Nike because of that. I was like, it's hot in here.
What was retail on them?
200?
Yeah, or was
I don't
it
even
220?
remember. I don't remember off the
6s
top
are
of my
kind of
head.
expensive.
Yeah, I think it was 220, honestly.
Yeah, I think you're right. But
super bummed. They had 2 Jordan mids. I didn't really care for them.
That's kind of how I felt. I felt that way about a couple of shoes, especially like my Yeezys.
Yeah.
Like my 350s.
Which ones?
Like the Static. Really, the Static was the one I really felt like that. Because technically they're worth a lot because they're the original Static. They're not like one of the 20 other Yeezys that look exactly like the Static.
Yeah.
But the fact that they made fucking 20 of them that looked exactly the same as the ones that I had the first one of, it's like that same feeling where you're like, well, this is I wanted this, and I specifically bought this shit, and now you've devalued my shit.
Here's why I'm upset.
Yeah.
I took an L on the sneakers app.
Yeah.
Day 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm upset. And then this shit, like,
yeah.
What? Why are they at the outlet?
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't do like a repop of them.
No,
this is all still original stock that they had manufactured, and you're just like, cool. You saved some for the outlet, huh?
There wasn't like a second, because sometimes they'll do that. They'll do like a sneakers drop, and then they'll do another drop. No, there was one drop. I took an L, and that's what kind of just pissed me off about the whole situation, because it was just like, well, then why did? Because that's why I went to the aftermarket, and then it dropped to basically retail on my size. I also did look though. If I remember correctly, if I had sized down to like a 9, well, there was several 9s at the store. Yeah, I almost tried them on, but I was like, I'm not going to do that.
No,
because my dumb ass is going to buy this.
And then you'd have a 9 and a 10 in one pair of shoes.
In the same pair of sneakers.
Just the one that you don't really like that much.
Yeah.
But just on principle.
Just on principle. God.
Yeah. No, that's similar.
That's why I was
like with
upset.
those Yeezys, because I struck out in the morning when they dropped.
Right.
This was back when they still just dropped on like Yeezy Supply and Adidas.com, but it was like the weird thing with the fucking waiting line online. It was a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd struck out on that, went to work, and then I left work and I called Bait, who we'll talk about later in the show. I called them. I was like, "You guys still got those?" And they said, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay. Do you have a size?" Mine are an 11. I said, "Do you
Okay.
have a size 11?" They said, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'll be there." And I went and I bought them.
Sick.
Like, I was stoked. I was like, "Holy shit, I lucked out." And I did, because they sold out, immediately. And then Kanye went ahead, or Adidas went ahead, and released like fucking 20 different pairs that are basically that colorway.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, god damn it."
I think the part that was
Mine are still cool, but it's like...
insult to injury, if there were any other color of 6, I probably would have bought them. That was the other thing.
Yeah.
Was like, of course, it's a pair that I own and had to do.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like,
you're-
the one shoe in this place that you might have bought was one you already
Was one I
fucking had.
already had. So it was all of those things.
You're less bummed that it devalued the shoe that you own. You're more bummed that you couldn't buy another pair of 6s.
Kinda. I
A little
think
from
that's
column A, a little from column
a
B.
little bit.
Yeah.
I think it was just like, this was the thing that was just like, that it just pissed me off. That all of that stuff, where it's like, okay, it's a pair I have that I took an L on, and like all those things. Yeah. So
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
We don't need to get into detail, but well, prelude. Have either of you waited in line physically for shoes? Like, Nick, did you ever like go like not
Nope.
camp out or anything like
Nah.
that?
no,
I wasn't into
I've
it.
never done it.
By the time I got into shoes, that wasn't the thing
Because I think
anymore.
there's an interesting thing that's happening right now. Because we started with the Lloyd Center is dead because no one buys in person, and then I fucking hate buying online. Like, we've created this issue where
Totally.
It's
Totally.
Because what I was going to ask is like, would you like to go back and get rid of the apps and be like, oh, you want those shoes? You have to show up the night before at 10 o'clock.
And then still
and
not
then
get the shoes.
Wait all night and
And
then
possibly get into a physical altercation.
yeah, or get jumped for your shoes. Like,
Yeah, no, I think the app thing, I'd prefer the app because
Yeah.
I can be pretty fucking lazy. Like, I'll take a lot of L's, but like, I
But
have
it's
to
the
put the
mission-
same amount of effort into L's and W's,
that's what I was
which
gonna
is
say.
7.
I disagree. I would like to go back to waiting in line, even though I never did it.
You want to get
I would
beat
like
up
to do that. Yeah, no, I don't know.
in a
dude.
line when a bunch of people run.
Maybe
in the door?
not. I'm just talking about.
Yeah, you see,
I've only done that
I
for
don't
a
know.
few things, and it always was either whack and I left immediately, or was actually not that bad.
I've always
Have you done it for
hated-
anything?
Yeah.
I have one that I did.
I've
it for.
waited in a line when I was back in high school age. Like, me and a bunch of friends waited in line for, I think, like an Avengers movie. Like, we got there at fucking like 6 o'clock.
like
and
a
it
midnight
premiered
showing?
At midnight.
Oh, okay.
So we stood around for hours. That sucked. I think I've stood around for a couple hours for a concert. That
Different.
sucked.
Yeah.
I
Um,
overnighted for Cat Grizz tickets.
That probably sucked.
It was cold. We had a great time until we all got drunk, and then we
Let's
just
see.
ended up.
What about
Not
no
being in
Black
line.
Friday?
No,
I did.
Fuck that.
I got my hands on an early Wii. I waited in line. I want to say I waited by the trucking part. They had a whole line set up in the back of the Walmart in Bozeman, because the Wiis were coming out, and you could buy them off the truck before they even go in the store. And so I was hanging out with this guy, with a friend, and he was like, I don't know, we're just like hanging out one night. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to go down to Walmart and wait in line for a Wii. Do you want to come with me? And I was like, hell yeah, I want to. So I bought one. He bought like 2 or 3, and then he flipped them on eBay the next day, and I made $200. Like, he just did it for me. I just gave him $200, and then a few days later, he gave me $400.
Nice.
Jesus.
Because they were so... Do you remember that?
I remember that
Wiis
they were
came
in
out?
hot demand, and it was like, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like it was around like holiday season or something.
Mm-hmm. It was right when they dropped. They dropped like in October or something like that.
Yeah.
And in like, I don't know, 2000 and 8 or 9 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just limited them. They didn't think that they were going to sell that well.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing about gaming, I think this has since been beat, but at the time, the Wii was the highest selling console of all time. But all of the other manufacturers didn't consider it a video game console, that it was more of a toy because it was a little bit more novelty.
Yeah.
So like Xbox and PlayStation would make these other claims that they were the highest selling, but they weren't, because even though
The Wii beat
the
all of
Wii
them.
beat all of them, but they were like, it doesn't count because it's a toy. No
I
one
feel
cares.
like I agree with that point about the Wii, because the Wii is the only game system. I remember my friends' parents all were stoked
No,
on the Wii.
exactly. That was like,
And it made me hate it. Because
really?
it was like, because video games, I had parents that hated video games.
Mm-hmm.
They were a waste of time. You're burning your eyes out on a TV.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you're just staring at a TV? It's fucking a waste of time. What are you doing? You get half an hour a day, and we wish we didn't have to give you that. Why do you?
But
keep
you had a
asking to
gaming
play this?
system?
I had a PS2. Yeah, fantastic.
Well, your parents are great because mine had that, but they said no, no, like I wasn't allowed to have them until I had
okay.
my own money and I could buy them myself.
Oh no, I did eventually get a game. I think I was in 6th grade. I got a game system, but 5th grade maybe. I don't know. I was a kid, but like, that was always the attitude, like from my parents and from all my friends' parents, is you kids are wasting your fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Wii came out, and they were like, "Oh, but you could do exercise with it," and you're like, "You fucking asshole."
Well, that was
Brilliant.
That was the whole divide. Was like, quote unquote gamers.
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah.
like, this casual bullshit. Get this out of here. It's not the
you
same.
can play bowling on it.
And it's one of these things I'm just like, oh my god, are people enjoying the same thing that you like? Oh no.
Yeah, you could have that attitude, but you know what?
Shit.
They deserve. They didn't like it when they were mean to us. They didn't
the
understand
adults,
us,
you're
dude.
saying.
The
The
grown-ups
adults.
didn't understand us, and then they fucking take over when this
The
dorky
only
little remote control goofy game comes out. Fuck you.
relation I have with like parents like that
Yeah.
was I have a very different experience. My folks bought me a Nintendo when I was like
Mhm.
pretty young because I played it at someone's house and I liked it. But I had to have my father do the little springboards in Mario for me because I couldn't do the timing right. That's how young I was. And I was like, Dad, I need you to jump over the thing. And he's like, he couldn't play the game,
But he could do
but
that.
he could do the springboards.
I do want to
that.
give credit where it's due. My parents never got a Wii. Thought it was stupid like all the rest of them.
Yeah.
Didn't know what it was and assumed it was stupid like all the rest of them. And I imagine if you ask them to this day, they maintain their position that video games are dumb and these
Hey,
kids are wasting their time.
Everyone in their own bag.
And you could tell them that people make millions on Twitch and they'll be like, that's not going to last. You know?
I mean,
My
they ain't wrong.
Oh, I got no hate for Twitch streamers, dude. If I could make money being a Twitch streamer.
I think that there's like 12 of them that make money.
I think
There's more than that.
I mean like money.
no,
No, like money, like House in LA money, yeah. Like House in the
Yeah.
Hills, yeah.
I mean like more than $5,000 a year.
Oh no, I think there's way more than that. Cause there are Twitch.
We can look this up. I'm gonna
Here's
pull
the
this up
thing.
for next
yeah,
episode.
do
but-
that.
Yeah.
But I did get into not actually watching them on Twitch, watching on YouTube. But I got into chess like
Yeah.
more than I've been into chess over the pandemic. And there are a few people that make like their whole living playing fucking chess on Twitch.
And when you
And
say
if there are
when you
people-
say their whole living, what are they pulling? Like 100K?
Well, this stuff all leaked very
Enough-
recently.
I
Okay.
think enough to live. So
You could live off of 25.
not well.
I think also.
No, I think they're making more than that. Like I think they're doing all right.
Okay.
I think they may have other revenue streams. I know they teach chess. And these are like
you go.
super high level chess people.
Maybe Twitch is just like their commercial for taking lessons from them.
It
Yeah.
pretty much is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it also helps them. They build like a big community.
Mm-hmm.
And no, esports is like a bigger thing than people.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's like a.
yeah.
Those dorks playing fucking League of Legends sold out Madison Square Garden.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit's been popping in Korea for like 30 years.
Yeah.
You can go to like StarCraft tournaments, and it would be
Yeah, people-
30,000 people in an
People
arena.
buy tickets
I
to
mean-
watch nerds play
I-
games.
I watched one of those documentaries where like people were it was like League of Legends or something like that, and they were like really nervous about their first tournament, and then it was like 30,000 people just came to watch, and then millions came and viewed online, and like they did a pay-per-view for it or some shit. It was
Dude,
like,
it's
Jesus.
astonishing. Like there's got to be a pile of money in that. 30,000 people show up to anything. There's a pile of money.
I think
in
there's
it.
money.
Here's
I think
when-
that just like everything else, they are seeing a very small percentage of that.
I think I when I realized that there's a lot in esports, it was before I watched the documentary. I was in Vegas in like the MGM Grand, and they had an entire section of one of the casinos that they had remodeled to just do esports. It's not anymore, but like they were like. And Vegas is such a like, oh, that's popular? Well, let's just do that.
Yeah.
Let's just pardon
But
off
I think it also
10,000 square feet of our giant-ass hotel
I think
to
it
do
also
that.
got way bigger over the pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody was at home. So like Twitch was like anything, any online entertainment just got bigger.
You know what the funny thing is?
Yeah.
Now I'm like your parents, but with Twitch. Like when people are like, like I cannot comprehend watching a Twitch stream of someone playing a game and more specifically doing like the Twitch persona shit. Like it's so manufactured.
Wait,
to
what's
me.
Twitch persona?
Twitch persona
Where
shit
they
is just
talk
like,
to their subscribers and shit like that.
they're just like, whoa, hey, thanks so much for the tip, so and so, yeah.
Oh,
and you can
I hate that.
You can give them money and they will do things, and I'm like, this is a fucking like, it's like the little machine outside of the supermarket. You put a quarter in and you ride on it for 30 seconds, and you're like, all right, that's it. Except it's a human being on the other side, and like, granted, they're making money, more power to them, but it's just. I don't. It's you know what?
Yeah.
Again, like Shane said, not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just-
No, I don't watch Twitch either. Like I was saying, I got into these guys by watching their YouTube videos because I was like, okay, I'm going to learn how to be better at chess. Didn't work. Anyway. Yeah. But like some of those YouTube videos are just screen records of their Twitch streams.
Yeah.
Like parts of it where they played like an interesting game.
Mm-hmm.
And halfway through the game, they're like, "Oh, it's so and so. Oh, thank you for the this or that or the other." I was like,
subscriber. Oh, fantastic.
"Oh, he gifted me subs." It's like, what does that mean? I don't want to know. Never mind.
You
Never
know
mind.
what?
I don't want to ask. I don't want to know.
I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. So anyway, it was like I'm kind of with you on like I don't think I could genuinely watch Twitch streams, but I love the idea of like being able to make money like that.
I'm just glad people are doing what they like to do.
Here's
I'm
where-
stoked for anybody who makes their living just fucking around playing games. That's dope.
Here's
for
where
you.
I'm at, because I was looking into it for a minute, and if I'm gonna do anything, I first need to understand how it is properly consumed. So I like downloaded Twitch. I started watching Twitch channels.
Yep.
I started watching the best. I started watching some terrible ones, and here's where I was like, not for me.
Yep.
I couldn't tell the difference between a good Twitch stream and a bad Twitch
You were
stream.
just like, all these people suck.
I was like, I don't want to watch either of these things. I can't tell. Like, when you listen to good music and you're like, oh, this is good music. I don't know how to make music, but this is good. Like, I know this is good.
Yeah.
Because then you can get, it's like that Ira Glass thing. It's like, because when you have good taste, first you have good taste in something, and then you try it, and your taste doesn't match your skill. And it's just about getting your skill to the level of your taste.
Yeah.
I didn't know what this shit tastes like. I couldn't figure out what it tastes like. Terry, what do you have to say?
No, I got nothing.
But so that's where I was at with Twitch. But we should go back to sneaker shopping, because I did more sneaker shopping.
So you stayed at the outlet.
I did. I went to
left
the
the
outlets.
Nike store.
Left the Nike store.
And what
didn't
store
buy
did you go
anything.
to?
I went to Adidas.
Okay.
Way mellower. Not as many people. It did not feel like it was getting looted. The way that it was very weird that it was that busy, and just people were just grabbing things, and
Do people get hyped
it's
up
just
for Nike?
It's a check T-shirt. Who cares? I don't know. Like,
I actually I've been rewatching Seinfeld lately because it's on Netflix, and you just did a perfect. It's a check
it's
T-shirt.
just a check
Who
T-shirt.
cares?
What's the deal?
What's
with
the
check?
deal with the check?
It's just a check. It's a screen printed check T-shirt.
Just a check.
Why are we killing each other over this?
Why'd we even make that the logo?
Oh, bro, that guy stinks.
Yes. Okay.
Anyway,
So I went from checks over to stripes, and I almost bought a pair of these one sneakers, almost just so we could talk about it, because I was looking
What
for
were they?
waterproof sneakers. They were the ZX, but they were one of the ZX series, which I like that series.
yeah.
But it looked like Adidas just put a plastic raincoat over it. So it was just like
Was it any of these?
it was
Was it a
I mean it kind of
Did
it
it
was
say
sort of that
Terex?
silhouette, but it had
T-Rex?
like this plastic raincoat thing over it.
Huh.
I'll see if I can track it down.
Yeah.
It was like it's like this running. It's like a rain running shoe,
Yeah, I've seen some of those. Maybe not those exact ones.
like this rubber. But there were
Yeah.
several different that I saw, and I was like, oh man, I didn't even try them on because I knew if I tried them on, I would purchase them. So I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Did you get anything from the Adidas
I got
store?
nothing from the
Okay.
Adidas store.
Did Paul get anything?
No, we got nothing from
Okay.
the. And then we went to the Vans store
Mm-hmm.
where I got these bad boys.
Cool. What are those?
So
Let me see
these are the Vans Ultrarange EXO shoe. Now, they're basically they're my first like Vans running shoe that I guess that I've gotten. I've been very curious about these. They look like a Vans, but they definitely
This sole is definitely squishy.
So yeah, these are actually an extension. Vans has made like an outdoor kind of like wet weather, snow weather,
yeah.
like beefy Vans. They've been doing that for a really, really long time.
Started as a snow skate shoe, and I was very shortly on the team.
The Ultrarange, my understanding is that is kind of like their new like trainer-esque design wave, basically. So I think they've kind of hybrided the two on this one, where it has that more rugged sole. It is like a little more protected against the elements, but like the upper, and I'll show you guys some stuff a little later to get your opinion on it, but the upper is more of just kind of like a traditional Ultrarange Vans.
Yeah, and then everything is like taped. Everything's glued. There's barely any stitching on the whole thing. And I really liked the sole.
The sole seems like it's got to be.
It's because a lot of
sole
their
looks
ultra range
cool.
stuff is like way too thick, but they did a good job in the thickness, the
Alright.
depth of the grip.
I'm gonna try
Yeah.
these on.
So these are a 10.5 because it was an outlet, and you just kind of sort of get whatever they've got. But I actually like how they fit. They're really nice, and they have the Ultra
Ooh.
Cush. They have the Ultra Cush insoles as
That
well.
feels
Did
really
you get these
good.
off the anything goes pile in the back of the outlet?
Yeah, with the cut open
Yeah.
boxes. Yeah.
Those are super comfy, and that sole is soft, like a little bit like Boost.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Boost.
It
Well,
reminds me, they fit like my Ultra Boost.
They look like Ultra Boost. That was the first thing I said when you pulled them out. I was like,
They-
it looks like a Vans with like a kind of Boost
Yeah.
style.
This is
sole.
definitely like an Ultra Boost moment on the side here.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, these are definitely exactly that. They're basically a Vans take on the Ultra Boost.
Yeah, it's not quite as puffy, which I prefer. That was, I said that on the episode with Alex Falcone, that my issue with the Boost was like it looked like a little too much of like when you put too much insulation caulk into like whatever you're trying to fix.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like bubbles
Bubbles out.
Yeah.
But I think that was for marketing purposes, and then these guys just copied it, and they're like, well, we'll do it how you're supposed to do it, and we'll just like scrape the side.
Well, and they still put the cap on the front, so they kind of make it look like those old Volk Vans that everyone
I mean,
knows and love.
here, take a look at this, Terry. They kind of look like they're Volk. Like that heel almost looks like it's vulcanized in the back.
Yeah, but this is the new
because it's
thing
like
is
glued. I don't understand how the gum, and that was the thing I liked about that. This gum, it's not a gum sole. It's like a gum tread,
yeah.
and then like a boost
like an insert.
type. Yeah, it's like an insert. I thought that's. I mean, it's going to be interesting how that wears. I feel like it's just going to fall off one of these days, but and I loved the color blocking on it, and this blue
it's
is
a
really
good looking
sick.
shoe.
So
I'm
these
stoked
are
on
also
these.
super like kind of meshy. Like I didn't realize they were this thin on the sides.
Really thin, and then kind of like a
Yeah, the toe's all rubber.
The toe is like
Or rubberized.
yeah, it's like a rubberized toe, and then it does have the attached tongue, so it's attached underneath. I walked in the rain. There are literal holes in the tops of these, so I did walk in the rain, and my feet got
Not a rain shoe, as much as it kind of looks like it could be a rain shoe, but I guess it isn't.
What's nice about this is it is like sealed up to here, so you can step into a puddle. Like it's sealed up almost like to the laces.
Oh, wow.
And then the tongue is connected, but there's holes in the tongue. So
The other thing I would say when it comes to rain is that because it's so lightweight, it probably dries out super easy. And when it gets wet, it doesn't have that like cement shoe feel on your foot. So I'm not saying like this would be a great one to like if you wanted aqua socks, but you wanted actual shoes, you could get these, run around in the river all day, and they probably don't have like that gross like suction cup feel.
yeah.
But you would also be would you end up paying for these like $50-$60?
So these were 80, I believe. But they were buy one get one half off.
That's how they get you at the outlet, baby.
It is, and so we got 2 pair.
You and Paul each got a pair of
Yeah,
those?
we got. Well, he got a different style.
Okay.
He got the Ultrarange skate highs.
But still, that would be so. If
Oh,
you,
I think I saw him post a picture of those.
He loves them, and then I gave him my old skate highs.
Oh, nice.
but if you would have got 2 pairs of these, they would have been buy one get one half off.
Yeah,
it would
so-
have been $120, so $60 a pair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
roughly.
bad.
And yeah, so we did that. I mean, that was what sold me on it because I was like, I really don't need another pair of sneakers. But I tried them on and I really liked. They were comfy in the store, and I walked around and I was like, and they're waterproof. And I was looking for because I've been wearing things like Boost. Like for work, this is a perfect work shoe for me because I need to be able to basically walk from my car to my office
And then walk around your office
and walk around my
comfortably.
office, but also walk my dog occasionally. And it's been raining a lot.
Yeah.
And so these are perfect. Like I walked bucket in these today and it was the perfect shoe. It was rainy today. So I'm very stoked on these.
They feel like, we did the Quitters episode recently, and we were talking about all the stuff that you just like get home, slide your feet into them, or like you used to hear, keep them at the office, and you'd like take your shoes off, put them on. I feel like these are like the Goldilocks of a Quitter and like a full-on sneaker. You're just like, I have them. Like I had some S shoes that they'd made that were like very mesh inspired. They wanted to do like the Janowski Pro mesh thing. And that's exactly how I treated them. I treated them like dog shit. They were like, oh, do I not want to get my sneakers messy? I'm going to wear those things because they're mesh. They dry out easy. I can jump in the water, and I'm not worried about it.
I mean, I cleaned them up a tiny bit. I got a little smudge here. I didn't quite get that. But, I mean, I've been wearing these for the last 3 days.
You could run those with no laces because they have the attached tongue, and you could treat them like Crocs.
Oh, totally.
And they would be $20 more than a pair of Crocs. So.
Yeah. I was, and this was honestly my favorite colorway. I might have gotten those red ones.
No, I think the blue's the best.
The blue really
like the
popped.
blue.
Yeah, that red
Red's
is pretty sick though.
I think it looks good, but that's a hard color to wear. I feel like with shoes sometimes.
It is. It is a bit of commitment because then like if you match the shirt, it's like
Red's
it's
tough because I've got those red 3s and I don't wear them that much because it's like they're so loud. It's like
you know what color I've been struggling with matching? Orange. Like these. Like literally tonight, I was like, I don't have like how do I?
Yeah, my
green
Shatter
and-
Backboard 3.0, I don't wear those a lot either because
It's hard.
it's tough to match.
Because if you match it too much, you gotta
the
like
yellow and black, the dunks you guys got me, those are
those
hard.
would be hard. I
Those
don't
are
know
tough.
when I would wear those.
I haven't worn them a lot because it's so hard to put together an outfit.
Yeah,
with those.
because otherwise you just look like a giant Wu-Tang fan or like you're in a music video or something.
Yeah,
you know, like,
they're tough.
it looks like you got to do that like because I feel like to put an outfit together, it's got to look like it's sort of the like Beyonce I woke up like this, but like for clothes where it's got to be that like oh this matches. Oh, I didn't even notice that it matched.
Yeah, there's
I
some,
didn't
there
try
are some
on
shoes that are
18
so
shirts
easy.
before I got here.
Well, that's I think part of why dunks are so popular.
Why?
Because dunks, like dunk lows,
Yeah.
are kind of, even if they're a crazy color, they're kind of easy to just match with a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The dunk high is such a big shoe that like it's gonna be a statement. It's just so huge.
Yeah.
And
It
those
is.
in a bright color, it's like, ooh, they're like big and in your face.
Here's the thing that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I have them in a gray.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be a nice, safe go with anything. But then it to me, they just kind of look boring. They don't have that pop. Like
They're
these
just
get
a
more
big, boring shoe.
compliments.
Yeah.
They're just kind of a big, boring shoe.
Yeah.
And like sneakerheads know, but then there's but I got them off the second release and they kind of oversaturated them. So
I will tell you one thing. Speaking of oversaturation, I went to Jackie's the other night to watch a Blazers game. Met up with a bunch of like the Blazers Twitter homies. Shout out to the god Kevin. But if I had a nickel for every pair of ones that I saw at Jackie's the other night, like it was absolutely the shoe du jour, and everybody, I didn't see any matching pairs, but they were all kind of like that white base tone with like a color, like the way that yours are like the orange and then the black.
Yeah.
They had like burgundy, white, blue, white, like all just kind of like standard colors. And I think the one is a fine shoe, like it's completely whatever, but like there was a big moment where I was like, man, if I wore ones tonight, I'd be fucking pissed.
Oh, I would be bummed. Personally.
Yeah, the Jordan one, I feel like we've talked about this in like the context of comedy specials, but it's sort of the shoe that like not people who aren't really
It's a normie shoe.
sneakerheads
Yeah.
But the funny thing
buy
is
because they want to have like
know what it is?
a shoe that's a sneakerhead shoe.
Here it is. It's the Chuck Taylor for the 21st century.
Yeah.
It's an old basketball shoe that doesn't really perform well for basketball anymore, but has been adopted by pop culture as like the basketball shoe that
like the cool fashion basketball shoe.
And it's transcended into more of a like a style thing than a performance.
Yeah, and I think it still has that like luxury. It's got like a luxury to it.
It's a Jordan.
Of being it's a Jordan, and it's like they're still kind of hard to get, or you have to like jump through a hoop to get them.
They're
you
just
can't get them at the
difficult
store.
enough to make you feel special. Because I have another friend who like she started getting into shoes. And she started bragging to me about like this pair of ones that she got, and I was just like, "Whatever, they're fucking ones."
You gotta, that's like your entry.
You're like, "Are they the
into it.
Chicago's?" And she said no, and you're like, "Okay, I don't care."
She's like, "I paid like $200." I was like, "Oh yeah,
you paid fucking almost the retail price."
Yeah,
nice job.
Oh, awesome.
Not the retail price, a little more, but like you definitely just bought a cheap pair.
Yeah.
Well,
off of StockX.
That makes me think of. I watched this movie last night called Night Teeth on Netflix. I liked it. I don't know, it was a dumb, like, kind of teen slasher
I looked
vampire movie. I like the way it's shot. I love any movie it's basically like a vampire. It's like a female empowerment Blade movie, but they did it in the style of Drive.
Okay.
Opening sequence, Night Teeth. You got this guy, forget his name. Is good. It's a great Netflix movie. Opening sequence, he's skating through LA, and he's wearing like the cool. I hate Air Max 97s, but he's wearing Air Max 97s in this like, and which is very. It's the perfect one for this because all of it's shot at night.
What colorway?
But it's like a Miami Vice colorway. So it's like a pink and turquoise.
Oh yeah, those are. Who was that?
But do people skate Air Max 97s?
People
That's the
skate
only.
everything.
Do they?
People skate
because they have an air unit.
They don't seem like they'd be a good skate.
Really don't
They have
feel
a
like it.
full-length air unit, and they're kind of tight.
There's
and
a
tall.
guy in Atlanta who skates Tim's exclusively, and he's fucking good.
I believe it.
insane.
That guy's awesome.
It's and like it's his gimmick. He's the guy who skates in Tim's.
Yeah.
That's
he
awesome.
has like multiple pairs. He like knows the difference.
I know exactly which pair
So,
of 97s you're talking
for the
about. Though.
okay, so
that
he's
purple and
so for
turquoise and
all
gray
of
and white.
dude,
Yeah.
they're so sick. I
They're
hate
cool.
97s, but now I was like I looked
Yeah.
him up while
No,
I was
they're
watching
dope.
the movie.
Are they the undefeated?
I
forget if they're an undefeated.
I don't think they are.
collab.
No, they're not undefeated.
You're
They
talking
have
about the hyper turquoise ones.
I
Probably.
believe so.
These ones.
Yep. Those are
Oh
them.
no, that's not them. There's
Okay, I was
another.
gonna
Well,
say.
Is
Just
there another
go to
one?
Air Max 97s. Maybe put on that one. And I'll
Because
try
that
to
one
get you
looked
there.
close, but it looked a little bit more
There's another
aqua
one.
like
Yeah.
color. Like a
There's one that has way less
closer
black.
to this
That one
blue.
had too much black in it. You'll
okay, because You know the ones I'm talking about. They're
I think
so
I do.
sick.
Yeah.
So the whole movie is like lit with blue and pink lighting a lot.
Bisexual colors.
Yeah.
The
That.
bisexual lighting, yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Drive.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's copying Drive. I can't think. Even one of the women wears like a gold jacket in it, like a gold members only type jacket.
Okay.
Like from Drive. Have you seen Drive?
No.
Okay. It's fine. It's a long, boring, slow movie.
Cool.
You would hate it.
Yep.
But it
Sounds
looks
good.
pretty. It looks pretty the whole time.
Oh, okay. If I was like into
And
the
you got
art of
you
film,
got the
I would be-
Gosling. You got Gosling chewing on a toothpick and says like, I don't know, maybe a page of dialogue for a full like 2-hour movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's cool. I liked it anyway.
Okay.
Then at night when he wears a suit, he puts on some blazers, and they're just like some basic cream blazer with like a blue check
Okay.
with the cut off top though.
Yeah, I think that's actually.
Is that like a new thing? Or
No, I
that's the
think
thing
that's
they've done
how
the whole
blazers have.
Is
are
that
just are.
okay? Like an
I
unfinished tongue.
Yeah, that's just a thing on the Nike
That was
blazer.
how my lows were, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's just a thing on the blazer.
But I just thought those Air Max. I wanted to bring those Air Max 97s up because I thought they
Yeah.
were sick.
I like the Nike.
In that, I love in a movie so often. Like if there's a cool song in a movie or like a cool pair of shoes, dude. There's so many pairs of Supras in the like Avengers movies.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah, you mentioned that.
Straight up, Captain America
You mentioned
wears
that
a
on
this
one
colored.
of the podcasts we
Did
did
I?
way back when we were doing this on Zoom.
Because
Like one of the
yeah.
early ones. You brought that up and we talked about it.
And I couldn't find them. They were like this color sky tops. And I was like, really? You got Captain America wearing?
Yeah, he was wearing those Supras, and you were like, "This is cool."
I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That was when I was watching all of the Marvel movies in order.
yeah. We had an awful lot of time last year.
We really did. I was like banging 2 of them out a day.
Yeah. So Bjorn,
Yeah.
you went on the internet this week, and
Yep.
you have
I got a
You
W.
hit-
Took a W.
you hit on a raffle.
I hit on a first raffle.
No, you've entered loads of raffles. The first one you've ever won.
Yes.
Yeah.
First one I've ever won. Now, let's talk about raffles for a second before we talk about how I won.
Yeah,
one
because
of 'em.
Terry was. We brought this
Yeah.
up, and Terry was like, "What are you guys doing?"
Well, my question was, I think there's drawing and raffle, right?
Yeah.
Like, drawing is like when you just like put your name in a hat and you get a free lunch because they give you, you
Yeah.
give the business card to them.
This is sort of what that is, but they call it a raffle. Raffle is the word they use. I'm aware that typically, like I ran a raffle back in the day in Montana. We raffled off some guns because we were trying to raise
Classic.
money for 4-H.
Yeah.
And this is
Yeah.
real
Oh,
variety
yeah.
of guns.
Oh, no, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I entered too. I wanted those guns. Seemed like a good time.
Montana's one of those states where it's like, yeah, open a checking account here at
Yeah, you can get a gun.
yeah, we'll give you a Mossberg. And you're like, what? The fuck?
Well, they won't give it to you, but they'll enter you in a raffle
There you go, yeah.
to win a Bushmaster or something
Like,
stupid.
we're going to give you the lousiest AR platform we could buy.
Yeah. We bought a discount AR. You
Yeah.
want it? Help defend from the zombies. Anyway, so yeah, I know what a raffle is, but it's free to enter. For the most part, sometimes you give them your credit card info, but they don't charge you. And then if you're drawn, like his was through Bait, which
Yep.
is a local, but there's a few of them, sneaker shop. What Bait does is when you win, they send you a PayPal invoice, and they're like, "You got a day. If you want these shoes, you
Yeah.
can fucking pay us." And I've done some other ones where you give them your credit card number, and you just automatically get a charge if you win.
Yeah, that seems a little sus.
It's wild because it's not like discounted or anything.
No,
Like,
no. You
this
get
is just a
you
chance to
win the
purchase
opportunity
at retail.
to buy something
well,
for
so
full
I mean,
price.
that's been a thing for like a lot of the SB stuff over the last last year and a half, and then there's been some shops. Shout out to Kinetic. I can't remember exactly what their one was, but they or no, I do remember they had one where like to enter the raffle you had to donate to a charity,
Oh, that's
that's
cool.
a good
and you
one.
had to like send them your receipt, and then you'd get an entry into the raffle.
The ones that annoyed me that I heard about that skate shops were doing
The
is they
kickflip ones
they made you prove you were a skateboarder.
that you could do a kickflip or like even just like rotate one. I love that.
I hate that.
Partially
That
because
annoys
I could
the
just
shit out
go
of
and
me.
stomp them. I maybe Let's be honest.
Thank you for humbling yourself
Hang
a little
on.
bit because
I didn't skate all summer. I could probably, you know what, put some stakes on it. Like, because we talked about this on
I was
your
just
thing.
going to say, we had a wager.
We
and you were
did.
like, I'll beat you in a high ollie contest. And I was like...
but here's the thing, Terry. There's this part of me, and it's
the optimistic part.
the optimistic part. But no. There is a part of me. There's a part of Bjorn in skateboarding, and it happened in snow skating. It happened. You put some real stakes on it. Mm-hmm. I can sometimes perform well. Like sometimes there is like a thing that exists in me that where it's like, remember your training, and I'm able to do things. Like it happened when I placed when I was in X Games. Like, and it happened to me a couple other times in contests where my friends were like, "Oh shit, Bjorn's on today. We're done. Like there's no way we're beating him."
I think the difference is that when you were in the X Games, you were in the X Games because you were a professional snow skater.
Right. But I've gone to skate park. Like I went to.
But I feel like the fact that you went to the X Games for a skateboarding adjacent activity,
Yeah.
you should never have to prove anything. You should walk into every skate shop
and
be like, "Hey, I went to the fucking X Games for taking the wheels off of one of these
Interestingly
and
enough,
riding it down a ski hill."
I think that's going to have the opposite effect that you're looking for.
Yeah,
What?
it might not.
Snow skaters, it's a very decisive
You took
issue.
the wheels off a skateboard and you rode it down a ski hill. That seems harder.
Yeah. I don't know. This is
Yeah.
a tangent that I think maybe we could probably skip.
we
No,
go
let's
on
do it. I want to piss off skateboarders. It seems
No.
fun.
It's this weird intersect between snowboarders and snow skaters.
Oh, what do the snowboarders get mad because you guys did it without your feet? stuck to it?
Sometimes,
Oh.
and we went to some of the same spots. Yeah, it's a conversation. It's fine. I don't even know what's going on in the sports anymore. I barely pay attention
Well,
anymore.
I still think you should be able to walk into a
I
skate
could probably
shop
go into a skate shop.
and enter a raffle for shoes without having to prove you could do a kickflip because you went to the X Games for snow skating.
But at the end of the day, I could probably do a kickflip. And the reason that I'm saying that is because I kickflipped a banana board the other day when I was in visiting. I was teaching Paul's nephew how to skateboard, and I kickflipped this like banana board, and then I kickflipped a long
Wait,
board
is a
as
banana
well.
board one of those little tiny
It's like
dinky
little like what would you
plastic
what?
ones? The
No,
ones
a
that's like-
penny board.
That's one
not
of
a banana
the,
board.
The ones that's only like a foot long.
What
foot
did
and
you
a half.
just like mob the shit out of it and just push straight down with your foot?
I just kickflipped it. I don't know. I almost tray flipped it too over a hose.
Tray flips on a penny board I feel like are easier than a kickflip.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
true. But weirder to like because they kept over rotate. Like I kept going double because there's it's a board that's like this big. It's plastic. It's got a kick tail.
Okay, I've seen those. I've seen kids riding around on those on the sidewalk. I mean, like that kid's got a little skateboard.
Here's the thing about them is that parents buy their kids those boards. Those harder to ride than
harder.
my skateboard.
Yeah.
Way harder to ride. And then the kid's like, "Oh, skateboarding sucks. I don't like skateboarding." It's like, yeah, because you're starting on a thing that's way harder.
That's the way that you were talking about gamers that think like Wii is a toy. It's like exact same parallel with skateboarding
skating.
and penny boards. Where like, can you have fun with it if you're a serious skateboarder? Yeah, absolutely. Can you like cruise to the coffee shop on it? Yeah, absolutely. Are you gonna go to a skate park with it? Absolutely not.
No,
Like,
you'll be killed.
I love those Brent Ashley
Like, you'll
videos
hurt
of him
yourself badly.
ripping Burnside on one of those though. Like just
Some
going
like professional skater.
yeah.
Yeah, but he's like, let's go do this, film it, and then I mean, like the closest analog would be like Gons, like everybody that skated like zip singers and shit.
Yeah, so it's like those skiers that put on those skis that are a foot and a half long.
Dude, I have a
like
pair of those.
pro skiers,
I still
and
have a
they'll
pair.
like
Wait, are
tear
you
up the
talking
park
about
on those.
ski
Ski
blades,
blades?
or are you talking because now like park
aren't there
skiing
some
is
skis that are-
really short. They've gotten very small.
Oh,
they
I
have?
didn't know about
They're
that.
like borderlining
Wait,
into
how long
ski
are
blades.
park skis now?
Like 140, 150.
Oh shit. Okay.
I had a pair of those ones that like
I
go
guess-
they're about I don't know 6 inches off of each side of your boot.
Yeah.
And then they had leashes because they didn't have the quick release.
Yeah, those are the ones I'm talking about. That
Dude,
were kind of a novelty.
I did
right?
I did
They're
a
silly.
handrail on one of those. Like I went and did a street handrail. Like I
Damn,
really did one
You,
on
it's,
ski
it's
blades.
a miracle you have any teeth left. all the fucking shit you jumped up
And I
over
did it
and-
hard way, apparently, because I didn't
Oh.
know how to really ski, and I did it hard way, which is where you bring the tails over instead of the noses over. Anyways,
Ah.
whatever.
Dude, that's pretty cool.
My friends and I were just goofing around on ski blades, and
Yeah, I never was that good at skiing.
it's okay. We've skied together. You're pretty good.
No,
We've skied
I hold
together.
my own on like actual skiing around the mountain, but when it comes to doing tricks, I fucking fall.
You know,
on
that's
my
why I like
ass
skiing with
immediately.
you, because like if you could do rails and we had gone skiing, I would go for those rails.
Yeah.
But because you couldn't, you're like, yeah, let's not go to the park. I'm like, yeah, let's not go to the
yeah,
park.
I'm almost 10 years younger than you, and I ski like an old man, and that's
You
why
do.
you're like,
You do.
yeah.
And I love it. It's perfect.
I have a good time.
I appreciate
I like skiing like an old man.
Like the craziest thing we do is like maybe a double diamond.
Oh, I'll do hard terrain and steeps and shit. I just
Yeah.
don't want to go off of big jumps and shit like that.
Or do
Why do I-
rails or
No, I'm
anything fun.
I'm
No,
not gonna
kidding.
do. I don't know
You're
how
gonna
to
g-
do a rail.
You're
if I
gonna
do a
grab
rail,
my skis for me when I go off the jump.
Yeah,
and
if
then
I
lose
do a
them.
rail, I will hit my teeth on it. I just know that in
You're
my
gonna be-
head.
you're gonna be the guy standing on the deck of the jump, and you're just like, "Holy shit! Do it again! I missed
Yeah.
it."
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I'll slow-mo video you going off of a jump.
Okay.
I'll film it for fucking TikTok.
We should
But
go
like,
again.
yeah, 100%. We gotta go.
All right. So what did I get?
you-
I can't even believe I'm saying this.
You.
Yeah, one.
What did you buy,
the
Bjorn?
cheese stands alone over
What did
here.
What did you go out
I am now
of your
on
way?
my own.
Terrence is on his own.
What did you
because
enter a raffle
I entered a raffle
and
for
get
a pair
excited about?
of Yeezys,
Uh huh.
and I hit on them.
A pair of Yeezy 350s in a color. Bjorn,
I
hell yes.
I hit on a pair of Yeezy
Yeah.
350s with despite
Terry, you're a hater, bro.
all of the
Fucking
hate
awesome.
I've been putting on him. I can't
Dude,
even
it's a
believe
good colorway too. We're not even gonna tell the people what it
We're
is.
not.
They'll figure it out. But like, it's a cool colorway. We'll
It-
show you after the show. They're dope.
It
I
is.
got a sneak peek.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
sent 'em.
Dude, I entered for those unconfirmed, and then I was like, dude, I bought too many shoes, and I have 3 pairs of 350s, and I left the draw. So I
You
was
left it?
I did. So I was very happy that you got them because I want those.
Yeah.
And I just kind of want them in my sneaker family, and now they're in my sneaker family.
They're in your.
There you go. Your
'Cause
extended sneaker family.
There is
Yeah.
this
They're
thing
like
we should
step
talk about
sneakers
this
for you.
Yeah.
because right now, because of how we roll, like I kind of feel like if you have a pair of them,
Mhm.
they're off the table for me.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Like, I would eventually like to have one pair of, like, the same shoes you have, but it
Yeah.
has to be organic. Like, we have to just hit on the
Like
same pair.
both, maybe.
Like,
but
I don't want it to be planned.
There is like this aspect of just like when I look at it, like if I'm buying an aftermarket, especially, I'm like, if you have it, I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
know
like,
what that's about.
I'm not going to pay resale for anything that you have.
Yeah. No.
Like, if you have it and I want one like it, I'll try yours on, make sure they fit, and then I'll buy a different colorway.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get any of the colorways of 4 that you have.
right.
If I ever get a pair of 4s, I can't be any of the 10 colorways.
I better
you
get
have.
some more. I better get the breads.
Sure, go for it.
like so, though. So that being said, I hit on those. I
Mhm.
don't know if they've done the drawing since we recorded this, but the ones that I really want are those Pine 3s.
Oh, I think
Have you
those
seen
are
those?
coming up. Those I've been seeing those are all
I entered.
over
I
today.
definitely entered a bunch of raffles
Those are
for
cool.
those.
I didn't enter for those.
Because I don't have a pair of 3s. That's more your zone.
Yeah.
But I would like a pair of 3s.
I like those pine green. I like those camo ones better.
Oh, the camo
The
ones are
camo
way
ones
better.
I'm going for.
But I'm still going for these. Terry, can you pull up the?
I'm doing it right now.
All right, the
Pine green Jordan 3.
Ask and
Yeah.
you shall receive.
There they are.
There they are. I think those are sick.
Those are
They
cool.
are. It was pointed out on Reddit today. Those are nubuck. That's nubuck.
Oh, I just like them even more.
Yeah. The black is nubuck, so it's kind of a matte.
So we'll
Black.
describe it. It's just like it's
It
basically
looks
your
like the black
standard
cement 3.
black cement 3, but green. It's just a color
but there's
swap.
green where it would be black,
And nubuck.
and green where it would be red up toward the top. And the black leather
Now,
is nubuck.
I want to talk about this. The only thing I don't like about the 3,
Yeah.
I've realized, is this. Do you know what it is?
The big swath of like the big.
the big.
uninterrupted
Yeah, I've
leather.
talked about the uninterrupted leather.
What
but
else?
you know what I don't like is this like whole this perforated leather here.
Oh, I like
I
the
don't know
perforated
why I
leather.
don't like that.
It looks like the steering wheel on a luxury car.
It does. That's probably why I hate it.
You don't like luxury?
No, I hate luxury cars.
Okay,
I'm
you
just
like
kidding.
discomfort.
I like discomfort.
This is the guy who's been for the last couple of years pining over getting a '98 Ranger again.
Yeah, dude.
That's fair.
Oh.
Old stuff is cool.
Oh, we saw the Maverick. Did you see Paul's video of the
I
Maverick?
did see the
and he was
Maverick,
like,
and
people
he did the
overwhelmingly
he did the
hated it.
quiz. I hit a no on that. Yeah,
It looks
fuck
like
that.
Terry's. It's an electric Terry's truck.
Sounds tight.
No, but Terry's
It's your truck, but
Sounds tight.
electric.
right. But Terry's truck has like a 6.5 foot bed, so you could put something in Terry's truck.
Oh yeah, this
The
has
Maverick
like
has a 4-foot bed.
Only?
Yeah,
I felt like it was bigger.
like you could not be allowed on a carnival ride and
It
still
depends
be
which-
too tall to sleep in the fucking bed of that truck.
Depends on which one. It was really funny how many
4.5
people.
foot.
4.5
It-
foot. That's not big.
Terry, it looked exactly like your truck. Just because for the listeners, he drives. What year is your
97 Ranger.
97 Ranger 2-wheel? Just a little guy. I
But
love it.
with a real bed, it's just like the
6-foot
extended
bed,
cab. It's
yeah.
not a 4-door or anything, so it's got like a 6-foot bed, right?
The one I was looking at, this Maverick I was looking
Mm-hmm.
at was the cab, or not the 4-door.
Oh, there's a cab and a half version of
Yeah.
the Maverick.
Yeah,
I didn't
believe
know
so,
that.
and it
Oh,
had the
yeah.
bigger bed,
Huh.
so it's just like yours. Like,
So
but I
here.
bet it had the suicide doors.
So
Interesting.
This is like my style.
Yeah,
And then this has suicide door likely.
that's a
Yeah.
Ranger though.
yeah.
Right. So this is the one I saw. I saw one that was like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it was sick.
Huh.
I mean, it was little. It's like I've seen them around. You know what it looks like?
What?
It looks like the Honda Ridgeline.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate the Honda Ridgeline,
Me
and I
too.
love
It's
talking
not a
shit.
real truck.
I talk so much shit to the Honda Ridgeline.
It's not a real truck.
I always yell, "Get a real truck!" when they like pass
if it's
me.
not body on frame construction, it's not a
You
real
yell,
truck.
Get a real truck from your Mitsubishi
from
EV.
my yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's just a fun running joke
But
that I
you're
do
not
with my life.
you're not in a car that's pretending to be a real truck.
Exactly. Mine's pretending to be a car.
Yeah.
Mine's like the fat girl at the club.
Yours is.
So we're leaving.
That people are complimenting.
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
It's
she's
got a lot
heavy.
of batteries.
Yeah.
Dents your truck.
Yeah.
It's big bone.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Good
Hero
personality.
is
Yeah,
really
oh,
good
excellent.
personality.
Oh
in Hero.
yeah, good conversation.
Really.
Anyhow.
Really
Always a
dependable.
bridesmaid. that's
We're being disrespectful.
that's
That's
yeah.
funny though. But yeah,
Hero,
no, the
always a bridesmaid.
yeah,
Mitsubishi
no, Ford
Outlander.
Ford Maverick and Honda Ridgeline, not real trucks. It's not body on frame construction. It's just what it is.
It's fun
If
stuff.
it gets like good gas mileage, it's not a truck.
Speaking of trucks,
Yes,
we have a segment that we usually do at the
We
end of the show.
we do.
Nick, do you want to take it away?
Yeah.
Suppose so. Bjorn, these vans here, these nice blue vans, is this a pavement princess, or are you going to blow the back out of these?
Oh, 100%. I'm already working on blowing the back out of these things. Yes. I love this.
This is the new drop for blowing the back out.
Yeah. Dude, these are my new daily drivers for the winter. I needed
Yeah.
a new wintertime like daily driver, and I'd been digging the Boost and like going for walks with my dog. This is I was stoked, and they don't cost that much. I don't care if I mess
Yeah.
them up. We're
Perfect.
blowing the back out of these.
No, those are definitely a good one to blow the back out of. Those are cool. Dude, I kind of need a pair of vans. Like,
Dude, we should go to the outlet. There's
when
one
I
in
was
Troutdale.
when I was at the mall the other day, there's a van store, and I almost was like, we gotta go there.
What style do you want
Yeah.
in vans? Do you want
The
like
ones-
the classic like
I-
vans, like
I
half
want-
cab?
I
or,
want
like,
the
old
same ones I
schools?
used to have that I did completely blow the back out of. That definitely have like full blown holes in them.
Uh-huh.
They're the ones that are just a solid color. They're the
They're
is
they're
it the Era
Are you talking
I
about?
believe
There's
so.
the Era, the authentic. Like,
authentic.
So
So
man.
they're-
you're talking about thin Volksole,
Vauxhall-
very slim.
The one that doesn't even have pad around.
there's
the
no
collar.
padding. It's
Yeah.
because
It's
one of
just
them's padded, one's not
The
padded.
most low profile vans of all time. I had them in purple, and they were dope.
I still love the.
I might
checkers.
just get those in purple again because it was fun to
Yeah.
have purple shoes because ain't nobody got purple
So
shoes.
these are the Eras.
Nope, that's
Nope.
not it.
Not the
There
era.
must be the authentic.
So yeah, you're thinking.
I think it is the
This one,
authentic.
right?
It's
Authentic.
yes.
Yeah,
those are them.
yeah. Find
these
them
are these are kind of like a very classic.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I had. They were great.
You should get them in some weird colorway
Oh yeah,
collaboration.
I had them in purple.
Well,
I had them
like
in a wacky color.
Simpsons or
I think I'll go
SpongeBob
to
or
I'll go
something.
to a Vans outlet and see what wacky colors they got them in on
I
sale.
will guarantee you, if you go to the Vans outlet, they will have
Peanuts.
half a dozen. No, they will have peanuts. Outlet, you might be ass out of luck. But if you go to a Vans store, Vans now is doing collaborations like, let's
They
take a
did
look.
the National
Yeah, let's
Geographic one
Gremlins.
last year that were awesome.
Beetlejuice.
Like, oh my
Those
god.
are silly.
They
That
Friday
National
the 13th is
Geographic was
pretty
cool.
sick though.
Nah.
I
Well,
don't
the
know what
two-
else we're seeing.
You got to be into that shit.
I like the two-tone slip-ons. Oh, we got to talk about those slip-ons that were the UGG slip-ons when I was looking at these
Oh, yeah? You went to the UGG store?
online. No,
Oh.
there's those I sent them to you guys.
Yeah.
Those they're a Van slip-on, but they're like an UGG boot. They're like the winterized version
Wait, bring those up.
of this.
Well, I'm still looking for wild $95 Vans Authentics. Jesus Christ. We might have to save that for another day.
Okay.
because
All right,
I don't
good
have my
enough.
text on this computer.
That's all right.
All right. I think that might just about do it
Yeah,
for this
dude.
episode. Terry, do you
Yeah.
want to
Yeah,
bring us
I'll
out?
close it out. Bjorn, thank you for bringing those shoes on. You can find us online, both Instagram and Twitter, at Size 10 Podcast, both platforms. You can subscribe to the show on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. And we got new episodes every Wednesday, so make sure to tune in. And also, because y'all almost bunged it up last week, if you're in the Portland area, come to the Funhouse.
Yeah.
On Thursday nights at 10 o'clock. All three of us will likely be there.
Yep.
Bring your Vax card, because I'm going to need to see that shit to get you in the building.
Yep.
And you're going to see 10 great comedians and Bjorn and Nick hosting. Bjorn even wore Size 10 merch last week.
I
You
did.
did. I'll have to wear it this
Yeah.
week.
Okay. We can't
So-
both. That would be adorable.
Yeah, no, that we would match too much.
Be
We
too
always
cute.
wear cool kicks and we tell some good dick and shit jokes. It's awesome.
It's true, yeah. If you like to see, a
We
bunch
literally did 5 minutes of dick jokes as our opening.
Yep.
if you like
Highbrow
to see
shit,
a lot of
dude.
hobby comedians do dick jokes, maybe we can get Dan back. Anyway, that'll do it for the show
Oh,
this week.
no!
Oh, throwing shade, bro.
Well, he knows.
There's a lot of Dans in town.
We'll see you next week, folks.
All right. Bye. Oh.